What's up, guys? It's your boy Hokage Puya here, and we're here for Bayern post-match reaction against Wolfsburg. We just won 3-2 at home in the Allianz Arena. Another win. This was the halfway point of the season. Actually, the first game of the second half of the season, 18th game. We're back playing Wolfsburg at home. And, we're going to talk about the game, but we did get the win 3-2, another 3 points, 7 points clear of Leverkusen. Obviously, Leverkusen plays in about 45 minutes, so we're going to hope Mönchengladbach can go to the Bayern Arena and take points off Leverkusen. Unlikely, because Leverkusen has been in supreme form, excellent form the last 2 to 3 months. So let's see what happens there. But let's talk about the game, guys. Bayern versus Wolfsburg. Yeah, I mean, I liked. It's a shame. It really is a shame the scoreline because for 90% of this game, I would say we played great. For 90% of this 95 minutes we played, it was a great performance. But the two times we got sloppy, the two times we let our guard down, Wolfsburg scored on the set piece after we scored our first goal in the first half, right? And in the second half, at the end of the game, around the 85th, 80, I think it was the 87th minute, sloppy play from Davies, losing the ball, and then Wolfsburg counter, and I think it was Amura or whatever his name was, gets a brace today against Bayern. So good on him, but though just sloppy moments in this game make this a very good performance to an average performance for me for Bayern. It's unfortunate because we played well today. We really did. Like starting with the whole lineup. Neuer was great. The defense was dominating. The defense was dominating the whole time, basically. Our wingers were actually beating their guys. The midfield, I mean, Goretzka scoring, I mean, I don't know. I think because of some sloppy moments today, like I said, the actual if taking the performance on an average and taking the game in as a whole, I have to say it was an average performance for Bayern because it did get tricky at the end. There's no way this game should have been 3-2. We should have had, and I swear I feel like I say this every Bayern game, which is an issue, and we need to keep improving. But I say every game, guys. I come on here every post-match reaction and I say we should have scored more. And that was the case today, dude. That was the case. Before Wolfsburg scored their first goal, we should have had three goals. It should have been 3 up before Wolfsburg's first goal anyway. When we came back and we were winning 3-1 before Wolfsburg scored their second, we should have had 4, 5, 6 goals. So a lot of missed chances still. It's just I'm the reason it's so frustrating for me is because when I think of how dangerous this team would be if we were clinical with our chances, if we had a higher finishing success rate, bro, we would we would we would be the best team in the world right now. Right now, I do think we're one of the best teams in the world. I would say Bayern is top five. I am confident saying Bayern is a top five team in the world right now, but I am nowhere near confident saying we're the best team in the world right now. I'm not confident in saying we're the best team in the world right now, largely because we are not clinical with our chances. We just aren't. And if we were, bro, we would be dangerous. We would be dangerous. But the important thing here is that we still scored, even with the chances we missed, we still scored 3 goals. Goretzka got 2 goals. Olise got a goal, although it was kind of a goalkeeping blunder there. It is what it is. We take those. Sometimes, you guys, in a title race, like we saw last year, we just need some luck here and there. Last season, under Tuchel, as bad as he was, we would not get any luck in the second half of the season. We're starting off the second half of the season with a little bit of luck here and getting a 3-2 win against Wolfsburg. And weirdly enough, I think our first game against Wolfsburg at their home, first game of the season, was a 3-2 win as well. But we had actually gone down that game. Remember, I think it was 2-1, and we came back and won 3-2. So just a interesting little statistic there, beating them 3-2 in both games this season. But yeah, I think the positive, if I'm gonna take let's okay, that's the negatives. We were sloppy, we let 2 goals in from Wolfsburg, is what it is. The positives today, man. Coman was actually beating his man. We'll talk about each player individually, but our wingers were beating their men. They were actually dangerous. Zane and Coman were actually dangerous today. Olise was Olise, fantastic game. I thought Kimmich and Goretzka had decent games together, combining with each other. I thought the defense was relative to the game. The defense was pretty good, right? The defense was pretty good, but just those 2 lapses in concentration that allowed Wolfsburg to score goals just wasn't good enough. And, we're going to get to every player's performance right now in the match rating. But yeah, I thought the lineup was right. Um, Although not really. I actually thought Musiala was going to start this game, but we won. Coman and Zane and Olise had good games, so it was actually, we're blessed with the squad depth we have right now. But I was disappointed Musiala didn't start. But hey, if Musiala is not ready to start, and we have the squad depth to play other players and let Musiala get his full rest, I'm 100% on board, because we do not need to rush Musiala back. Because if we're gonna win this league title and continue to win, and if we want to win that Champions League in our freaking home stadium, in the freaking Allianz Arena in May of this year, Musiala needs to be at his absolute best. So resting him, if he needs more rest, if that's what the physios think, all right, I am on board and I support that decision. And yeah, just good performance, decent average performance today. It could have been greater. It could have been a more statement victory. Yes, I know we had the Hoffenheim statement victory this week on Wednesday, 5-0, and I didn't have a post-match for that game because I came back home and my body collapsed. I was so tired. It was such a busy day at work that day, but that was a great win, 5-0. This game really could have been another like 6-7 goals. It really could have been another 6-7 goals, but credit to the Wolfsburg keeper. He made some really good stops today. But yeah, let's just get into the player ratings. I think this is where I'm able to talk about the game more and a lot more concisely when we talk about every player's individual performance. So Manuel Neuer, the thing is, I know it's been popular to hate on Neuer and say he's finished. He's not finished. Today, Neuer passing out of the back was excellent again. Against Hoffenheim, I think he's the first keeper in I don't know how many years that completed 15 out of 15 long balls, 100% long ball accuracy. I mean, ridiculous. Manuel Neuer, again, passing out of the back was great. And, he did make some stops. He did make 1 or 2 stops that he should have been saving, but the 2 Wolfsburg goals, I don't think he could have done anything differently. I think the Amora guy or whatever his name is for Wolfsburg, the 2 chances he got, he took them very well. I can't really expect anything else from Neuer on those 2 goals. I don't expect him to save those because his positioning was very good for both goals. And he put himself in the best position to save it, but the finishing was just excellent there. And yeah. Hold on, what is going on here? 118. Sorry, I like to get my dates right. But Neuer, yeah, I'd give Neuer 6 out of 10 today. I think, he did what he had to do, but he didn't do anything extraordinary today. So 6 out of 10 for Manuel Neuer. Connie Leimer, I thought was decent day. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. It's hard to rank Leimer. It's hard to rate him every game because with Leimer, I never expect the extraordinary. Listen, Leimer has only gotten so much game time this season, largely due to the fact that Sacha Boey just keeps getting injured. Stanisic has been injured the whole season. He was back in the squad today and on the bench. Guerrero is hit or miss at right back because he's not a natural right-sided player. It is what it is. So this is why he gets so much game time during the season. And, I don't expect the extraordinary from him. When he does something amazing, like he scored against Shakhtar a month back, cool, great. I'm really happy, Leimer, if you're scoring. If he doesn't, it's fine. If he's not an attacking threat from right back, it's fine. Because, bro, he's not even a right back. So when Leimer deputizes at right back, I temper my expectations. I don't expect a world-class right back performance from him when he plays there because he's not a right back. He isn't. So I always have to give him extra credit for deputizing in a position he didn't grow up playing and didn't play most of his professional career at right back. So Leimer, yeah, 6 out of 10 today. I thought defensively good. He didn't really make any mistakes. Yeah, and attacking wise too, he did his thing. He combined pretty well on the right side a couple times with Zane, Olise, and those guys, and Kimmich and those guys. So yeah, kind of similar to Neuer. Didn't do anything extraordinary today, so I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. Upamecano. I thought Upa was, it's tough. I hate to do it, but him and Kim did have good todays. Him and Kim Min-jae did have good games today, in my opinion. But those two lapses of concentration and defense, although that second goal, I don't blame Upamecano. Yes, maybe he could have been tighter up on Amora to try and stop the shot for coming in, or maybe he could have fouled him, but he might put him at risk for a red card. I really think that second goal is Alphonso Davies' fault for just getting tangled up in the ball in a very stupid position in the middle of the field. I really think that's more Alphonso Davies' fault. So Upamecano, I thought he was solid today. The first goal, Yeah, also the first goal, just him and Kim got lost, but also, you have to blame the other players in the squad for just letting Wolfsburg pass through on that set piece. So Upa, I would give Upa a 6. I think for the defense and everyone involved in the defense, I think I have to give basically sixes all around. Even Kim and Jay today, 6 out of 10. Obviously, when you don't keep a clean sheet, you can't really give them a high score either because obviously something went wrong in defense there. There wasn't any unlucky goals for Wolfsburg today. Their goals were well worked, although their second goal was off a dumb mistake from Alphonso Davies getting tangled up on the ball, but it is what it is. Alphonso Davies, I actually thought this might have been Alphonso Davies' least impressive performance this season, which isn't no alarm bells. I'm not saying a Davies is finished. I'm not saying we need to sell him. In fact, we got the news that he's probably going to extend. He's probably going to extend for Bayern, which is great. Which means Musiala is probably going to extend. Which means Joshua Kimmich is probably going to extend. Which is all great news. But today, Alphonso Davies just it wasn't clicking for him in attack today. His crosses were not really in dangerous areas, and like I said, for the second goal, he was caught out. The ball tangled within his feet and allowed Wolfsburg to counter. And also at times from left back, he had some sloppy touches, let the ball run too loose, had some loose touches as well, and some sloppy passing. So honestly, I have to give Alphonso Davies. I think this might be my worst rating I'm giving Alphonso Davies this year. 5 out of 10 for Alphonso Davies. Joshua Kimmich. Let's go, Joshua Kimmich. I like Joshua Kimmich's performance today. Like, there was maybe one case where he gave the ball up in a weird scenario, but I thought him and Goretzka were both at fault out there, not just himself. But yeah, his goal should have stood. It clearly went off his shoulder. You guys, this is your shoulder. Okay, my sleeve. Anything below this sleeve line, I agree, is arm, right? The ball clearly went off of Joshua Kimmich's shoulder, and they still called his goal off. They still called his goal off at the end of the first half. That should have been a goal for him. He got the assist for the opening goal that Leon Goretzka scored. He played the ball in nicely into space for Goretzka to bomb into the space and eventually finish that shot from outside the box. I thought Joshua Kimmich was good today. I thought his corners were actually more dangerous than usual today as well. So I liked what I saw from Kimmich today. Obviously, he wasn't I wouldn't say this was a world-class performance for him, but yeah, for Kimmich, I thought it was a decent game for Kimmich today. I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. And then Leon Goretzka, sometimes I struggle to type his name. Leon Goretzka, although I thought him and Kimmich played to a similar level today. And dude, I have to just say right now, respect to Leon Goretzka. Everyone wanted him out. I wanted him out. I still think he should be sold in the summer, but the mentality he's shown this season to ride the bench, earn his performances back once like a Pavlovic got injured, and show company that he could be useful to this team. Respect to Goretzka for not giving up. And today he gets 2 goals. The first goal, a great goal from outside the box, beautiful finish from the right side to the bottom left corner, excellently placed, low and hard and driven. Very hard to say for any keeper in the world, no matter what class. And yeah, the second goal, he scored very well taken header. But you have to say the ball from Olise was perfect for that goal. So I feel like the ball was more amazing than the finish. All Goretzka got to do was redirect the ball to the far end of the goal and get that brace. So Goretzka, good performance today. Because of the 2 goals, I'm gonna give Goretzka an 8.5 out of 10 today. Very good performance for him. And with a performance like that, he's probably going to start with Kimmich in the Champions League against Feyenoord this next and up and coming week. So good on him. 8.5 for Leon Goretzka today. Who's next? Who should we do next? Sané. I thought Sané, although he didn't score today. He did get an assist. I guess he assisted Olise's goal because he gave him the pass. But again, Olise's goal was more of a goalkeeping blunder. But like I said, you need luck in a title race. We need this luck. Leroy Sané today, I thought he was good. Another good performance for him. Obviously, he was probably man of the match for the Hoffenheim game during the week, getting 2 goals there. But today, again, Sané was very good today for Bayern again, beating his man. He maybe had like one bozo moment where he misplaced the pass, but consistently kept the ball, was smart when he had the ball, knew when to dribble, knew when to pass, knew when to cross. His crossing was dangerous. His dribbling he was beating his man pretty consistently. Good performance today from Sané. I would give Sané today a 7 out of 10. I was very impressed with him today. Kingsley Coman. Now, this was a better performance for Coman. Today, like Sané, today Coman was beating his man. He was losing the ball stupidly sometimes, like making some unnecessary passes or unnecessary fancy skill move, whatever. He did do that a couple times today, but today for Coman, he was beating his man almost every time down the line and getting dangerous crosses in. Wolfsburg was defending crosses today very well, so credit to them. But I thought this was one of Coman's stronger performances of the season. Consistently beating his man, which is what I want to see, putting pressure on the Wolfsburg defense when they're sitting back so much, and creating dangerous scenarios. I like to see that. The big thing for Coman today is he missed two massive chances. In the first half, he had a clear 1v1, although he might have been a foot offside, barely offside. So I'll cut him some slack there. But in the second half, a defensive mix-up between Wolfsburg center backs, and he's literally left with a wide open 1v1 chance. No pressure on him from the defenders coming back. He's way ahead of him, a little bit inside of the 18, and Kingsley Coman just puts the ball wide. He doesn't even put it on target. That was very frustrating for me because that could have capped off a very good performance for Coman and a very deserved goal for him today. And a goal I bet he was hoping to score, because after he missed that chance, Coman was visibly extremely frustrated. Extremely frustrated. He got taken off and he looked very mad at himself on the bench. I don't think he was mad he got subbed. He was just looked very disappointed in himself on the bench. But I hope he doesn't take it too harsh. I hope he doesn't take too harshly because yeah, he did have a better performance day overall, but because of that missed chance, dude, I have to give him 6.5 out of 10. I think originally I was gonna give him like a 7.5, but that massive missed chance puts him down to a 6.5. And yeah, the thing is with that chance is when Wolfsburg gets that second goal, I'm thinking about that Coman miss the entire time for the rest of the game. If Wolfsburg scores, I'm worried about Wolfsburg scoring. I'm thinking of Coman. You should have put that away. So you need to be more clinical there, Coman. 6.5 out of 10 for him today. Olise, yeah, Olise is man of the match today. He ran the show for us. He ran the show for us from the number 10 position. A goal, the goal, like I said, was a little bit fugazi, but the excellent cross to Leon Goretzka for that third goal. Excellent set piece cross. And today, yeah, he was just, I thought he started the game off poorly, but he grew into the game, and then the Wolfsburg players just couldn't touch him. They couldn't touch him. He was carrying the ball, beating his man on the half turn, combining with Harry Kane and everyone. Yeah, he was the main guy today for Bayern for the full 90 minutes. Very impressed with Michael Olise. And dude, sometimes I just forget that we got this guy for only 35 million. What a steal. 35 million. And I think after today, Olise in all competitions for Bayern at the midway point. You guys, this is the midway point of the season officially for Bayern. At the midway point of the season, in all competitions, Michael Olise has 10 goals and 11 assists. Absolutely star player on this team. So impressed with him. So happy that 35 million. That's the transfer of the summer. I think how the season's shaping up to be, dude, Olise is going to be the transfer of the summer. So great on him, Olise, 9 out of 10. And then Harry Kane today, I thought Harry Kane was not good. He just seemed off the pace. He was not meshing well with the other players. He had some moments where he did put in players in behind a couple of times. Good on, like Kane, we expect that from Kane, but today he could have had like 2 goals. Harry Kane could have had 2 goals, but he messed up 2 or 3 really good chances for himself. He just looked off the pace, was losing the ball at times, couldn't hold it up as well today. At times around the box when he found himself in space, he dribbled too much and lost it when he could have had a shot or laid it off for someone else. I did not think this was a very good Harry Kane performance. And yeah, just overall disappointed for Harry Kane. I would have to probably give him a 3.5 out of 10. I wasn't really impressed with Kane today. I expect more from a guy who I think is like up there with as one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best striker in the world. Obviously, I think Alexander Isak is the best striker in the world right now. And then I put Harry Kane and Lewandowski and Haaland behind Isak at the moment, at this point in time, based on form. But Kane, yeah, 3.5. I need to see more. Yeah, in terms of subs, Gnabry and Musiala came on, but I'm kind of I don't really want to rate subs unless they have good performances, because you're a substitute at the end of the day. I don't really expect much, especially when we're winning the game. And then Vincent Kompany today, Again, dude, I honestly can't complain too much with Vincent Company recently. With the players he's had, he's putting the best team out there while also rotating some of our key players and giving them some much needed rest to manage injuries. The team goes out there every game, basically, almost every game, and creates tons of chances. And we're just not being clinical enough. And at that point, you could train finishing all you want on the training pitch. You could do that all you want all week long building up to the game. If the players don't have the mentality and composure to finish the chances off, Company can't do anything. He can't crawl into the mind of Coman and get him to put that shot at least on target. He can't. He can't get into Harry Kane's mind while the game is going on using telekinesis or whatever and finish the chance for him. He can't do it. He can't do it. So Company, I thought this was a great game for him. Sent the team out there well. Uh, I'm glad he wasn't too aggressive with the subs once he went 3-1 up. That was a very good thing to see of him, because if he went aggressive with the subs and brought players on and then we go 3-2, Wolfsburg can do a little more with players who aren't so accustomed and acclimated to the game and the intensity of the game. So Company, 8.5 out of 10. These are my ratings for the match today. Bayern versus Wolfsburg, guys, 3-2, another win. Let's just keep the wins going. Let's just keep the wins going. Big Champions League game, big Champions League game against Feyenoord this week. Need to get that win. We need to get that win and continue building ourselves up to try and finish in the top 8. I really believe if we win our last 3 Champions League games, I believe it's Feyenoord, another team in Bratislava or something, we will be top 8. We will be top 8 because I trust the other teams to drop points. Yeah, good win. 7 points. 7 points clear. I believe Leverkusen plays in 8 minutes right now. Yeah, let's hope for the best, guys. It's been your boy Hokage Puya. Thanks for tuning in. Like the video, and yeah, subscribe if you're new for that Bayern content. I'm here almost every Bayern game with that post match. I wasn't here. I was gonna say every Bayern game for the post match, but obviously I missed the Hoffenheim post match during the week. I just needed to collapse after I came back from work, guys. So it's been your boy Hokage. Good win today. Mia san Mia. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.